To start off the new round season, I'm gonna be playing with a Kyurem W team that managed to get 90th place last season. It was built and piloted by Chrono, and it looks pretty interesting in that the main plan probably is to lead Whimsicott and Kyurem every game, and either plan on maxing it and tailwinding and getting a few knockouts with Kyurem, or the other game plan I could see is leading these two, switching Kyurem out into Incineroar or Rotom to tank an attack from Zacian. And that's probably also why the chosen berries on Incineroar, to be able to take a neutral close combat from Zacian. Other than that, the Yveltal looks pretty standard. So does Whimsicott, but it does have Switcheroo and Eject button, which can come in handy sometimes. The Rotom, other than having a switch, it's pretty standard Rotom Wash with Citrus Berry, and the Scissor with Choice Band isn't really common, so we'll see how that plays out. Let's just get into some games and see how the team performs. Here we are in the first game of the day up against Zacian and some of the birds, and I think I'm tempted to lead with Kyurem and possibly Whimsicott, though I'm not sure if I want to have Whimsicott here. In the back, I'll definitely bring Incineroar, and then against this team I think I would want to have Rotom. And if they lead with Zacian, I will switch in Incineroar into the Kyurem slot, and if they don't lead Zacian, I'll just max ice one of the two slots. And they lead with Moltres and Ditto. Interesting. They complete Kyurem. Well, the main problem here is that they could switch both of them into Zacian, practically nullifying the damage we're gonna do. But I think the best thing to cover for that is going for Switcheroo and Max Quake here. It only really gets punished if they switch into one of the flying types in the back. And yeah, they are gonna get Zacian, so we would have been punished if we went for Max Hailstorm into that slot. The only scary thing here is it's probably Scarfed Ditto, so they're gonna be able to attack first. I don't know. It'll just protect him. That shows us that they're probably not scarfed. Meaning we can go for. This should be scared of us going for max break into Zacian here, which will definitely knock them out, so I would expect them to switch here. They switch out the other one into this guy, and they double switch, interesting. But our max attack will get the knockout here. They managed to stall out our max pretty effectively, but we still should be able to get there. I kinda want to get up a hailstorm here at some point. So I'm just gonna go for Tailwind and Hailstorm. And if they switch sensations, so be it. Oh, they made the read that we would go for max attack there, max dragon, but we didn't, so this should do a lot of damage into Moltres. It will probably activate weakness, but let's see. Unless they go for max guard here, which could also be a play. But they don't. So, here comes max hailstorm. Probably gonna do about half. Oh, was that a crit or no? Interesting. Okay, I can definitely see how Kyurem can just wreck some teams. And now we have. They are gonna get Whimsicott from Ditto. And we know the moveset of Ditto. So, of Whimsicott, so we should be able to switch out here, expecting them to go for. Interesting. I can see value in. I'm just gonna degleam here, switch out into Incineroar, fishing for a Behemoth Blade into Kyurem slot. And since we know they don't have Protect on Whimsicott, okay, they didn't get the read, that does almost nothing. Whimsicott doesn't do a ton of damage. I am gonna read into them, going for a protect here and just Dazzling Gleam again. Since we can just get off as many Intimidates as we want to, I'm just gonna go for that. Oh. Well, whoops. That's kinda unfortunate. Oh well. Looks like they're scarfed though, so there shouldn't be a lot we should be afraid of from that slot, so we can just ignore it. I would expect him to go for close combat or sacred sword or play rough here. Yeah, play rough into Rotom is not quite gonna get the knockout. Allow us to get our berry. And now we can just gonna expect the protect from Zacian here, but I'm still gonna go for fake out anyway. But they cancelled, yeah. So they managed to get the knockout. Our Kyurem Max was definitely strong here. And even with their switches, they weren't able to end the streak completely. So yeah, Kyurem definitely feels really strong, especially with that one-hit KO on Max Moltres. Here we are in the second game up against Yveltal. And if I had to guess, it's gonna be weakness policy Yveltal. So switcher is not gonna work here, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I think what I want to lead with is this to fake out and max quake the partner slot. They lead Yveltal and Raichu. And in the back, I think I want to have Rotom, even though it doesn't perform great in the most of them. And between Urshifu, Scissor and Whimsicott, I think I'm leaning towards Scissor, but I'm not really sure. Yeah. Tailwind also could be valuable, but I think I'm gonna try it like this. It's gonna be interesting to see what they lead with. Yveltal Regielec. Interesting. Since we know they won't have a switch in for Max Quake, I'm just gonna go for Fake Out and Max Quake onto Regielec. The most beneficial thing they could do here would be to protect Regieleki, but that wouldn't be that bad since we'd still get up one special defense boost and still do a lot to Regieleki. And they go for protect, probably protect them both. Yeah. So we get off 2-3 max quakes here. Next turn I'm gonna go for max quake again as well. Oh, interesting, we just get the 1 KO. Oh, that's great, yeah. That probably mattered here. I had to guess they're gonna, if they even brought the bring out Raichu here. Yeah. And that one's gonna be Zacian here. So I would expect them to be able to take max hailstone. So they're either gonna Volt Switch themselves or Nuzzle Kyurem, and I think display covers for both since either Kyurem will be nuzzled or their Yveltal's gonna be on -1. Eerie Impulse. Yeah, that doesn't really matter anymore. And now we even get to bring in our Bullet Punch Scissor to Bullet Punch the Raichu, so it can't do anything. If I had to guess, in the back they're gonna have, what could they have? They could have Insane. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go for max. Yeah, I think max quake makes the most sense. Oh. Yeah. Another option could have been to go for Max Dragon. We definitely don't want to go for Max Hailstorm since that would activate their weakness policy on Yveltal, which we don't want to do here. And our last one is Grimmsnarl, which isn't actually scary at all, so we're just gonna Bullet Punch away and switch out into Instant to reset our special attack drops. if they have fake out here, they're gonna be able to get it off into scissor. But Bella Punch goes through, gets a 1-hit KO. Nice, okay. Yeah, I can see why scissor is here. Definitely seems okay. Especially since... Okay, yeah. So, Scissor's nicely here as a Grimmsnarl answer. I can understand that since Grimmsnarl is definitely one of the most annoying Pokemon to go up against. And now they were just gonna drop their attack even more, and we still have 4 months. So yeah, they concede here. GG, and again, Kyurem Max definitely was really strong here. The only play I think we could have done differently was the Max Quake on the last turn of our Max, but I wanted to cover for the Grimmsnarl switching, and we definitely don't want to activate weakness policy on Yveltal there. So yeah, all in all, the team feels really strong. I can see how this team got this high in the matchmaking last season. I don't think I'd be able to pilot it in that high of a competition, but I'll probably try out some more and then move on to the next team to look at. That's it for me for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.